Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube as we take a look at the final game of Super Wildcard Weekend in Pittsburgh between the Steelers and the Browns. Kevin Rogers with you. And these two old rivals, first time they're meeting in the playoffs since that wild card game back in 2002 at Heinz Field, in which Pittsburgh rallied past Cleveland. And that was the last time the Browns were in the playoffs. And Cleveland looks to knock out its rival this time, in spite of the fact the Browns have lost 17 consecutive meetings at Heinz Field. Last time they won there was 2003. And in fact, since 1970, the Browns in Pittsburgh at either Heinz Field or Three River Stadium, they're 6-42 in 48 appearances against the Steelers on the road. So a tall task for the Browns, who will be without their head coach, Kevin Stefanski, who tested positive for COVID this week. And the line jumping from 3.5 to 6. And this is a Browns team that just knocked off the Steelers last week at home, 24-22. But Pittsburgh was playing without quarterback Ben Roethlisberger and a lot of other key pieces after the Steelers had locked up the AFC North title already. And Pittsburgh looking for their first playoff win in a few seasons. In fact, last time they were in the playoffs was in 2017. They lost in the divisional round to Jacksonville, 45-42. Last time they won a playoff game was back in 2016. So a long time since the Steelers have advanced in the postseason. And for my selection on this game, I'm going to go with a first half play and lay 3.5 with the Steelers in the first half. And here's why. First, on the Cleveland side, in the 3 games inside the division on the road, I know it's a small sample size, but the Browns trailed the Steelers 24-7 at the half at Heinz Field. They trailed the Bengals 17-10 on the road before coming back to win. And in the opener at Baltimore, they trailed 24-6 at the half, and they were blown out in that game. On the flip side, for the Steelers, they trailed at halftime at home only twice this season, early on against Denver in September, a game they came back and won, and against the Colts in Week 16. Pittsburgh ended up winning that game after trailing early. And in fact, the only loss they had at home came to Washington, in which the Steelers had a double-digit lead in the first half before falling apart in the second half. It's just too hard to, A, overcome what Cleveland's problems have been in Pittsburgh over the years, B, without their head coach, Kevin Stefanski, and C, this is a Steeler team that has had experience in the playoffs. Granted, it's been a few years, but Ben Roethlisberger does have the experience to lead the Steelers. And for Baker Mayfield, his first playoff appearance, should be interesting to see what Cleveland can do. They weren't great down the stretch, neither were the Steelers, but I do like Pittsburgh in the first half, laying 3.5 as my best bet for this game on Sunday night. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vegas Insider. And we'll have more videos coming up next week for the divisional playoff round. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching, and best of luck with your bets.